This is the road that leads to my happy place. Castlecoole. Right on the way down there, because in less than 2 weeks I'm supposed to be walking Hadrian's Wall. And after finishing Camino last year, I sat down and basically haven't moved since. I've 20 pounds on of weight, I've no training done, so it's going to kill me. So I might bring you all along for the ride so you can enjoy my pain. There's been loads of rain, but temperatures of about 20. So, what am I doing with these bloody buttons? So the growth has been really the height of those nettles. Some of them are as tall as me, which I know isn't hard, considering I was 5'3", but I've been told that I've shrunk an inch. These are actually taller than me. Let's see. Turn you around again. But when we go up here, you'll see loads of growth. This, of course, is the round the lake walk, and you usually catch glimpses of it through the trees, but not now. They're so tall. Personally, I like very tall weeds. It's very pretty. It's so peaceful in here and quiet. But if you know me, you know I'm one of life's big cowards. So it can be a bit creepy too. It doesn't help that what I read and what I watch tends to be crime or horror. Oh fuck, I thought there was somebody coming behind. Pardon my language. And it doesn't help that my brother took me to see Longlegs last night, which of course was the greatest load of rubbish I've ever watched in my life. However, on my own in this wee foresty bit of Castlecoole, it's really given me the heebie-jeebies. God, I'm so stupid. Anyway, breathe in the green. This is really like a test run too for Hadrian's Wall, because when I headed off on the Camino last year, I had only just got this wee camera and I know nothing about videography, and I didn't take the time to check settings. I'll show you the lake that you couldn't see from the path, to check settings or what was the right. I don't know anything about shutter speeds and exposure and all that crap, so I've been mucking about, and I thought I'd try a different setting on this, because the wee video clips I put up on Facebook last year were quite pixelated, and I don't know. I'd say that was user error rather than the camera, because I see a lot of people on YouTube who are using this wee camera and the newest version, the Pocket 3. This one's a DJI Pocket 2. And I don't really do enough of this to warrant buying a new camera, so I'm hoping I'll get the most out of this now if I actually take the time to sort it out. But that there is the lake. I'm going to dip my fingers in now and see how cold it is. Oh, it's actually lovely. Now if I'd have stuck a towel in to my bag, I could have had a paddle. Wee pathway. Who doesn't love a wee pathway? Don't break my neck on the tree roots. Slime, but very nice. Starting to rain. It's too warm to put a jacket on, so I'm just going to get wet. I like to turn off this path and go in this one because I love the way the trees are in here. Well, it's just at the start, the rest of it's not very exciting, but I also want to see this wee camera's not great in, well, I don't think it's great in dim light. So we just want to see the playback on this. Isn't that lovely? And then the next day I'm out here. Yeah, it's quite dark. I can try a different setting. Cows in the field. And I've been reading recently about the number of fields that you have to cross doing Hadrian's Wall. So guess who's going to be crapping themselves? I really don't want to have to encounter herds of cows, but hope the other ladies will keep me safe. So I'll give you a laugh now. A few years ago I was coming up through this wee bit. It's only about 2 years ago actually. And I think it was earlier in the year than this. But from up in those trees came the loudest sound of mass buzzing I've ever heard. So of course me, and with my overactive imagination, imagined a swarm of, you know, those big wasp things out of the Hunger Games, forming an arrow up in the trees to pelt down on me and sting me to death. And I ran like a demented person, like somebody who wasn't right in the head, ran at full speed right up here. And all the children in this wee playground were staring at me. Really hoping the toilet's open. But it's 25 to 6, so it may not be. But we'll soon find out. Because I don't know if I'll make it to Dublin Filling Station. And if not, I'll have to find an obliging bush. There's that tunnel that I spooked myself in once. I'll have to get Pappy to come with me. Ooh, it's open. Hooray! This is my favourite bit now, the beach walk. And when we get on round, well, it's not on round, it's on round up. Somebody has put a brand new bench to sit down in a lovely spot. It's in memory of a lady, but it's, to me it's the most peaceful spot in this whole wee park. I'll show you when we get there. Now that's one entrance. See, there's the dim light. I'll have to figure that out. There's a sign there saying beach walk up that way, but I always go over here to the end of the path and cut up, because who doesn't love a little killer hill? Huh? Up the airy mountain and down the wooded glen, I dare not go hunting for fear of little men. That's the first lines from my mother's favourite poem. I can't remember the title of it, nor who wrote it. I think, maybe it was somebody Allingham. Was he William? William Allingham? Oh, I could be wrong. But anyway, she loved that poem. I must learn it. I must learn it all. So this is Killer Hill now. And whilst it doesn't look much on the camera, it is really quite steep. And back when we were running, my brother used to force me to run up this, but he very kindly ran behind me and pushed me. And it's up here, sort of at a place where this path and the path from the other side that I was saying, there was a sign, and the path down all meet, that the bench is. And when we get there, I'll show you. It is so peaceful. But, whew, felt that in my legs. I also like to stop sometimes and hug a tree here. So, I think we'll do this one. Hug a tree. So, the camera's not picking up much, but this is the dim light is making it. You'll not really appreciate the beauty of this, but that is the bench. If the camera's picking it up at all, I don't think it is, but I'm going to sit on it. That's the path down there to where it said beach walk. Did I fix it? That's the path we've just come up, and that's the path we'll be going out. This is the bench in memory of Shirley Rowland Nee Key, and it's from her daughter Isla and son Felix. And I'm just going to sit here for a minute so you can appreciate the beauty and the peace. I don't know who Isla and Felix are, but if they picked the spot for this bench themselves, they did a superb job. You can just see the back of the house there peeping through the trees as we come down that path from the beach walk, and we'll continue on down Gortganal Walk, which will take us back out onto the main avenue. Hello, Kai. Will you tell your sisters in the north of England to leave me alone? Don't know if the microphones are picking it up. Oh, hello, Kai. Hello, Kai. How are you? Oh, it's not a cow, it's a bullock. I don't know if the microphones are picking it up, but there's a crowd of youngsters in the bushes there. I dread to think what they're up to, because I can remember when I was their age too. Handy little tree bench if you need to sit down. So, just down on the main avenue now. It's really not a big property or big grounds, but I love it, and it's just so accessible when you want to have a walk, but you don't want to be walking the roads of the town too much. The horse chestnuts are quite a few of them there already. You can tell by the trees that we're already approaching autumn. And it's a bit crappy because we actually didn't get a summer. Grey skies and rain every single day. Well, no, there was one day. I think we had sun one day. Disappointing. So that's it. Coming to the end of the main avenue now. And that's that over. Well, I'll still have about 3.5k to walk to get home, but that'll be on the road. I'm going to be sticking these wee videos up onto this YouTube channel, mainly for me to be able to look back at and laugh, and just for the crack. But some of my friends might check them out. But if you're a stranger and you've stumbled across this, as can happen on YouTube when you start jumping videos, this was actually Castlecoole in Enniskillen, Northern Ireland, and it's a National Trust property. And it's nice and compact and small for walking around. So if you're ever in Enniskillen and you fancy a dander, this is your spot. I'll show you the board now. That's the gates off the main Belfast-Dublin road. Now we go out to Dublin the other way now, don't we? Yeah, I forgot it's not 1984. So basically that's Castlecoole. And of course, if you're a National Trust member, you can drive in for nothing. Bye.